Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday Bible study. Sorry. So, New Living, as I explained yesterday. Teacher, which is the most important commandment in the law of Moses? You know, the 613 laws, the Torah laws. This is not just the 10 commandments. But I think Jesus is going to zero in on the 10 commandments. What is the law of Moses? The Mosaic Law primarily refers to the Torah, or the first 5 books. You got 10 commandments, you got moral laws, you got social laws, you've got food laws, purity laws. It's 613 total. I think the 10 commandments are part of the 613, found in Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. There it is right here. Let's read that. The content of the instructions and its interpretations, the oral Torah. Now, this is just one source. You can do your own research. Was passed down orally, exerted and confided in rabbinical Judaism, and in the Talmud were numbered as 613 commandments. The law given to Moses at Sinai, the halakha, I think is, what is the halakha? Jewish law and jurisprudence based on the Talmud. See, that's the bad stuff. Based on the Talmud. Not good. That's what Jesus hated. And in the Talmud, we're numbered as 613 commandments. The law given to Moses at Mount Sinai for the Gentiles is not true. I'm wondering if that 613 is legit. The mitzvah, subsequent Talmudic and rabbinic. How many laws? How many laws are in the Old Testament for the Jews to follow? All right, it's still given the 613, but you just have to be very careful with the Talmud. God questions is good on the history. They're not good on doctrine per se, but they're good on history. They're good at some technical things. You just don't want to get your truth from them. The 10 Commandments, God began his instruction to the law with 10 commandments, but the entire law encompasses 613 commandments detailed in the rest of the book of Moses. Okay, so the rest of the book of Moses is total 613. So without the 10 commandments, it'd be 603. That is not in play today. For instance, clothing, shellfish, all these little things for salvation. It's the law of Christ now, and the Lord will bring you through that if you're his. Tithing, of course, is ridiculous. Do I expect 10% of your pay? Can you imagine? How many views am I getting nowadays? See how much money I'd be making. It's average last 5. 6, 4, 5, 5, 4. If I get 10% of 4 people's pay, I got 40% without even working. If I can get 10 people and to get 10%, then I don't have to work. I'm done. No, there's no such thing as tithing anymore. None of that stuff's in play. Do I have any questions? No. Very good, but feel free to ask questions anytime. Jesus replied, you must love the Lord God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. A second is equally important. Love your neighbor as yourself. Who is your neighbor? It's your fellow sheep. It's not just anybody. This is the first thing. The second is equally important. The entire law and all the demands of the prophets are based on these 2 commandments. Then, surrounded by the Pharisees, Jesus asked them a question. What do you think about the Messiah? Whose son is he? They replied, he's the son of David. Jesus responded, then why does David, speaking under the inspiration of the Spirit, call the Messiah my Lord? For David said, the Lord said to my Lord, sit at the place of honor at my right hand until I humble your enemies beneath your feet. Since David called the Messiah my Lord, how can the Messiah be his son? No one could answer him. After that, no one dared to ask him any more questions. But Jesus had asked them the question, but okay. There might have been some back and forth going on at that time. Maybe that's what it was. So then Jesus said to the crowds and the disciples, the teachers of religious law and the Pharisees are the official interpreters of the law of Moses. So practice and obey whatever they tell you, but don't follow their example, for they don't practice what they teach. Oh boy. Love it. Let's go to Revelation. We're going to go from 11 to 12 today. Starting at 11:16, and the 24 elders which sat before God on their seats fell upon their faces and worshiped God, saying, we give thee thanks, O Lord, God Almighty, which art and was and art to come, because thou hast taken to thee thy great power and has reigned. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged. Here's judgment right here. And you get it again in Revelation 20. And that thou shouldest give reward, because again, the book of Revelation is not written in order. It's written in waves. It details the same story over and over with different layers of details. You're seeing it from one direction, then you're seeing it from another direction, then you'll see it from another direction. That they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. And the temple of God was opened in heaven. Notice it said that they destroyed the earth, because through the AI, they have all of the technologies now for hurricanes, earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanic eruptions. And that's what, of course, the Antichrist is coming to save. And the temple of God was opened in heaven, and there was seen in his temple the ark of his testament. And there were lightnings and voices and thunderings and an earthquake and great hail. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and a moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns above its head. We'll get to the rest of that tomorrow. I love you very much. Ask questions anytime, folks. That's what we're here for.